Statue 175 here with a very, very special unboxing. Um, this obviously you can see what this is. It's the XM Studios Phoenix. It's based on the beautiful artwork by Stanley Artgerm Lau. Before I get into how floored and wowed and amazed I am by this piece, I'm going to say a big thank you to a few people that made this happen for me to get this. First, I'm going to thank Danny Ocean on Facebook, or Danny Hines. Amazing guy to deal with. If you have any chance, if you need his contact info, message me. Any chance you have to deal with him, he's a very trustworthy seller, and he's got. I know he does a lot of special customs that are very high quality and really nice. He's actually got his next big one is that Age of Apocalypse Magneto, which a lot of people are just loving. So Danny's a great guy to deal with. Kudos to Danny. Thank you. Big thank you, Mr. Hines. Danny Ocean, thank you. And I also want to thank Kenny Tan for shipping this out. And for, they didn't take advantage of us. They sold it to us at cost and just did an excellent job. Very, very great customer service. Great sellers. Great people to deal with. And super stoked that I was one of the few to get the coin. Very excited about that too. I'll get into that in just a second, but this is nice. It comes with, I believe this is my first Stanley Artgerm Lau print that I have, and it's beautiful. Very, very beautiful portrait of Jean Grey with the Phoenix behind her, and she's the Phoenix. It's just amazing. Couldn't be happier with the, I love Artgerm's artwork. It's just beautiful. Big fan of Mr. Lau and his artwork. There's a little, it came in a slip cover. And then below it, of course, we see another extra step that XM Studio takes is, they put, how to put it back in the box. So a lot of people forget when they go to repackage these. And another amazing thing is not the extra heads. We'll get into that in the review, but the Velcro straps. Just such high-end packaging with XM's box, and how they, there's just zero damage with these guys. I don't know how they do it, but their quality control is just amazing. And the box is super high-end with the metal on the top of the box screwed in. And you see that box, Marvel XM Studios. And on the side, it says, the X-Men logo, and it says Comic Edition. I know you're looking at it sideways, but it's just epic. Very nice packaging. But let's just get to the lady at hand here, and we'll start with the. Don't worry, that wasn't the statue. it comes with the XM coin. Like I said, I was one of the few lucky ones to get the coin from Danny. And there it is right there. It comes with a nice little stand for display. And we'll see it says Marvel Jean Grey XM Studios Limited Edition. On the other side we see the portrait of the Jean Grey statue with the Marvel.com and Marvel logo. So just beautiful all around. Let's start from the bottom here, and then we'll just pick it up. The detail on the statue is epic. I'm going to spin it really slow. First key feature, I love how they incorporated real wire into the statue. Inside the resin is real wire. This is obviously sculpted wire, but that is real copper wire. Just a really, really nice touch on detail. The pitting on the base and the almost like melted metal from the damaged Sentinel. Bolts and just all the detail is epic. I mean, there's very few statues. By the way, this is number 393 out of 999 in this edition. There's very few statues in my, time that I've been collecting statues that I've received that I really am like, wow. One of the first ones like that was the Hulk vs. Spider-Man diorama, the Sideshow. Then there was the Pop Culture Shock Akuma, Shin Akuma and Akuma. That when I actually opened this statue and set it up, I was just like, wow. Like, just really in awe. I know I'm geeking out big time here. I'm definitely having a nerdgasm setting this up. But, I mean, fucking look at her. She's just freaking majestic with the bird itself is just a piece of artwork. Now, some people complained about the clear resin, about it switching from being painted to clear. I have no problem with it at all. It looks like a real flame. It looks awesome. Looks really good. The clear resin does a lot of It's just it portrays very nicely in a piece like this when you're trying to incorporate flames. Just like Francois, my friend Francois, Mad X Collector, his commission of his Enraged Superman, he had like a sun that Superman was flying from, and it was just like this, like clear red resin with highlights of orange. Just beautiful. Oh, and you know, one other thing, I also want to thank my very close friend, Captain Matthew Tina, Make Mine Marvel. Amazing YouTube channel. Check out his stuff. He's starting to, you know, get popular on YouTube and starting to do different types of reviews, like pairing reviews. And he just did his first unboxing of this actual piece, and he did a great job. The reason I'm mentioning him is because if it wasn't for Matthew Tina to call me and be like, hey, Dean, you know, maybe you want to get in touch with Danny because he has the Phoenix for sale. You probably might want to pick up on him. And he tipped me off to it. So I was lucky enough to get in on time to be one of the lucky recipients with him of one of the coin ones. So big thank you to Matthew also, too. I was thanking Danny and Kenny, and I forgot to thank Matt because if Matt didn't call me, I wouldn't have reached out to those guys. I mean, let's just look at this from afar. I mean, look at the size of it. It's epic. It's the whole size of the table that it's sitting on. There's the Sideshow Red Hulk Premium format behind her. I mean, my God. She towers over him, size-wise, with the bird and everything. It weighs a ton. It weighs like, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 pounds. It's solid. The statue is solid. It's the way they should make them. It really is produced so nicely. Also, let's go over her parts. This is the portrait that I like the best. I'm not a huge... I will be fair. XM definitely still has to up their game with their face portraits. I'm not a huge fan of their female faces. I think they could be a lot better. Like, you look at this face, and then you look at, like, Sideshow's, like, She-Hulk's face. I don't know if you can see it with the bad light, but, or, like, you know, the Mystique. I just think, or, like, the Gentle Giant. I just think they could up their game on the face portraits of the females. It's good. I'm not taking anything from the statue. This statue is probably going to be instant grail. I think they're already selling for like $2 to $3 grand or whatever. But I mean, it's beautiful. I'm not taking from it. I'm just giving a fair and honest critique. If there was one thing, I mean, everybody's like, XM is perfect. They're flawless. I will admit they have great packaging. They put out a very quality product, but they could improve on some of their face sculpts. The Daredevil face, I thought it looked terrible. I didn't like it. The unmasked one I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So, like, there's certain things every company can improve. XM's got off to a great start. Don't get me wrong. I'm a believer now. I wasn't on the XM. I wasn't drinking the XM Kool-Aid before I got this beautiful piece. And now I'm definitely a member of Team XM. I mean, I can't afford to collect all of their pieces because they're so expensive. But, they're high-end, you know. But the detail is just amazing. Like, look at the seam all the way up the costume, up to her armpit. Like, the detail's awesome. It's just such nice paintwork. There's no running lines. There's nothing off. You know, it's beautiful. Okay, let's go over the different parts of this. This sash was a peg right here. She, obviously, her body is in a long peg that goes all the way up her leg to hold her sturdy. And it goes in with a peg right there. These are magnetic pieces, and they're strong magnets too. They're not weak magnets at all. They're very strong magnets, and they're very nicely put together, and it sucks it right in. This is a magnet as well. Another strong magnet that goes on there in the resin. It just sucks it right in. So that's 2 magnets right there. I'm spinning her very slow. This goes in with a resin peg, not a metal peg. There's a metal peg and a resin block that goes in with this flame. These are 2 separate flames that connect. You can barely see the peg. They did such a great job of hiding the pegs in the clear resin, as Matt mentioned in his review. They connect right here with a peg, and then they come up to, let's get a nice back shot. They come up to the Phoenix. These 2 pieces connect here. This is one solid Phoenix piece, and then it has one branch with a magnet and a peg at the wing, and then another separate wing here that's separated here with a magnet and a peg here. So those are all the pieces of the Phoenix. Let me spin her a little bit. Let's get her back facing us. There's also the 2 arms that are strong magnets. They're very nicely done. Very strong magnets. Sucks it right in. You don't even have to do anything. It just takes it right in. The head is with a magnet as well. So there's this portrait. And then let me show you the other 2 portraits. I'm going to display her with this one. I like this one the most out of the 3. This one I probably like the least right here. And this is just a very plain looking portrait. The makeup's nice, as Matt mentioned, but I don't know, I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Just very plain. The hair goes straight down. It's okay. It doesn't wow me, that head. This head's kind of cool. This is the angry head with the clear white eyes and the hair flowing straight up. Of course, it's connected by a magnet. The sculpt is very nice. They're not the worst portraits. They're just not the best. But it is okay. But I like that one the best on her. I think it looks the best. So, I mean, what more can I say? I give this thing honestly a 9.5 out of 10. Like, if I'm going to be strict. No, I take that back. I don't even care about the face portrait not being perfect. I give this a 10 out of 10. This piece is this is a 10. It's amazing. It's just, I haven't been this wowed in a while, so, by a statue. I mean, it's 10 out of 10. It's perfect. I can't get enough of it. Love it, guys. So, definitely supporting XM. I wish I could afford to get them all. I don't know how you guys do it. I mean, it's not like I'm poor, but I definitely can't afford to buy all those high-end $1,000 statues. I might try and get my hands on a Thanos, or if I ever had a shot at a Magneto, but I don't know, the Daredevil looks pretty cool too. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'm happy to have the Phoenix in my collection. She's just beautiful. She's breathtaking. Very happy with this piece, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you're on the fence about this, it's a must-have. All right, guys. Have a good evening.